Hi, welcome to the Online Jewelry Academy. I'm Professor John R. and I'm your instructor. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why your soldering isn't working. If you're having problems soldering, maybe this is the video you need to see. I work with beginning students all the time, and when they graduate to a point where they're soldering with silver, they run into a lot of problems. So let me show you and tell you what the problems are and what the solutions are. Number 1, right here, dirty silver. Sometimes students will wander in with a bag full of silver like this that grandma had in her closet, and guess what? It needs to be cleaned up. There's tarnish and grime all over it, and solder does not like to go where there is dirt and grime. So you need to take the time to clean this up in your pickle pot, or at least run a Scotch-Brite pad over it to remove the tarnish. Reason number 2, a lot of students, when they first start to solder, they're timid of the torch. So they're not using enough heat. And what happens is they're sitting there forever trying to heat it up, trying to melt the solder, and they're just building up grime and fire scale and all kinds of nasty things, and that's not good. So you need to know how to adjust the flame to your torch and get right in there and do the soldering so that you only work with your torch long enough to get the job done and then immediately get out of there. And that leads me to reason number 3, too much heat. Sometimes students have the flame up way too high and they get in there and all that happens is they melt things. You need to learn to adjust the flame and you need to practice to make sure that you know how to handle your torch. And reason number 4, fire scale. Now, you already heard me talk about how if you're working with something and you're not getting it done and you're just working it to death and you build up a lot of fire scale, well, guess what? If you eventually do get 2 pieces to join together, they might break apart when you're polishing or tumbling. Well, that's because you can't solder on top of fire scale. You need to solder clean metal to clean metal. How do you do that? You need to bring in abrasion in some way. You either need to sand a piece off or maybe run a burr in a certain area, but you need to break through the fire scale so that you're putting clean metal to clean metal. Now you know. If you like this video, be sure to like it, tell your friends about it, share it. We've got more great videos at onlinejewelryacademy.com, and if you're not a subscriber yet, click the button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen and become a subscriber. You'll get notifications about weekly videos. We also regularly post to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you'd like to support the production of future videos, you can do so by making a contribution through Patreon. Thanks for watching.